Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review, and this is a pen from Dennis Hum at Den's Pens, and that's at denspens.shop. Now, Den is a custom pen maker based in High Wycombe in the UK, and I met Den at the London Pen Show. He has actually been making pens now for a couple of years. Den actually makes a number of different models and also different series of pens. So he has the Roman collection, which consists of Acritus, Mars, Neptune and Minerva. Then also has the Norse collection, which consists of the Vanagan, the Boulder, the Skadi and the Freya. Then also has Greek collection, which consists of the Titan, the Aphrodite, the Zeus and the Eris, and then also has the Gaia as well. So today I have this pen, and this is the Zeus, and the Zeus is part of the Greek collection, and I really do like this material. The material is actually really nice. It reminds me of the Omas Lucents material in a number of ways. It's semi-opaque and sort of semi-translucent or transparent. Now this is quite a long pen. Now it's a cylindrical pen, but you have these angles. You have the angle where you normally would have the end of the pen or the blind cap, and then you have another one here as well at the cap finial, and they both slant in the same direction in 45 degrees. Now they do look quite sharp, but they're not. They're actually very smooth to the touch. So I think Den has done a lot of good polishing here on the pen. Now, the clip here is very functional as well, and if I unscrew the pen or the cap, you will see here it has a Bock, and this is a 1.1mm stub nib, and this is a steel nib. You can see there with the feed, but this to me also comes actually with an ebonite section as well, which I think is quite nice. It's a little bit more warmer to the touch than the actual sort of resin or the plastic. So this is a cartridge converter pen, and if I unscrew this, you will see a cartridge converter there, just a standard cartridge converter, but it will hold around about 0.7 milliliters of ink. Now the pen in the size of my hand is actually quite nice. You cannot obviously post the cap. It's not been designed to do so, so don't try it. But for me, the length of the pen is actually quite nice, and I really do like the size, and I like the weight and also the feel of it. It's not a heavy pen, even though it's a long pen. The ebonite is actually quite light on the section, and then the body itself is actually quite light as well. But I think if I show you the body here, you'll be able to see inside there. You can see the threads on both the inside for the section here, which will screw in, but also for the cap as well on the outside. But this material really is a lovely sort of material here. I think it's been polished to quite a high standard there as well. But for me, I really do like the size of this pen. And if I put the cap back on, you will see that everything lines up, which is actually really nice. So for me, I think this is a great pen. So I think let's do a size check, a weight check. We'll do a comparison with other pens, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at 160 millimeters in length. The length of the cap is 71 millimeters in length. And then the length of the body, we are looking at about 142 millimeters in length. The weight of the pen, now this is uninked, is 25 grams. The weight of the cap is just under 8.5 grams. And then the weight of the pen uninked is just over 16.5 grams. So this is actually quite a nice weighted pen. So from left to right, we have a Pilot Vanishing Point, we have a Pelikan M600 Turquoise White, a Pelikan M805 Vibrant Blue, an Atelier Lusso Carina, we have a John Twist Volcano, we have the Dens Pens Zeus, we have a Twisby Diamond 580 AL, we have an Opus 88 Demonstrator, a Lamy All-Star, and an Edison Collier in the persimmon swirl. So, I think let's do a writing sample. This is the Dens Pens, and this is the Zeus. And the nib on here is a 1.1 millimeter Bock steel nib, and you can see the line variation here. Now the ink in here today, I've inked it up with Visconti blue, now because this is a stub nib, you are going to see quite a thick line here. Now if I try to push it a little bit harder, you can get almost double the line variation out of it, even though it is a steel nib. So if you want to do calligraphy, this is probably a good nib to do it on. And you can see here again with no pressure and then applying a lot more pressure. So you can see that there is line variation going on there. Now in terms of the ink wetness, now this is a stub nib, so you will probably find it a little bit drier on the cross strokes, because typically that's how stub nibs are, because they are sort of more juicier wet on the downstrokes versus the cross strokes there. So that's why you will tend to see them a little bit drier in that sense. So what do I like about the pen and what do I not like about the pen? Well, I like that the length of the pen is actually quite a nice size. I like the weight of the pen as well, and I like the design as well. I do like these sort of faceted ends here. Actually kind of makes me want to keep touching them for some unknown reason. But I do like that material. That material is very translucent. Now you can get this in different materials. The price point for these pens are actually pretty good as well. They range for around about £150, so that's actually quite a good price. So ultimately, I do like this pen. So there you have it. That's my review of the Dens Pens Zeus with a 1.1mm steel stub nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.